What if the Sorcerer Supreme, the master of the mystic arts, Dr. Strange, made a tiny little catastrophic mistake? We're not talking about accidentally turning Tony Stark's coffee into tea. We're talking about a misspoken word, a slight tremor in a hand gesture during a reality-bending ritual that rips open a portal not to some vaguely tentacled dimension, but to a universe of pure, unadulterated, glorious violence. A universe screaming WAAAGH. Imagine this. Strange is in the Sanctum Sanctorum, candles flickering, the eye of Agamotto pulsing with emerald light. He's attempting to mend a particularly nasty tear in the multiverse, a wound left by some cosmic entity with a bad attitude. He chants the ancient words, his hands weaving intricate patterns of light. But then, a stray thought, maybe about that overdue library book from WAAAGH, causes him to fumble a syllable. Instead of Vishanti, he murmurs something that sounds suspiciously like Gorkanti, or maybe Morkanti. The air doesn't just shimmer. It tears open with the sound of a billion junkyards being thrown into a meat grinder. The portal isn't the usual swirling vortex of psychedelic colors. It's a jagged, ugly rip in space, belching green smoke and the deafening roar of crude engines, and through it they come. Huge, hulking green-skinned creatures, clad in scrap metal armor painted with crude symbols. They're carrying weapons that look like they were built by a particularly angry toddler with a welding torch and a pile of garbage. These, my friends, are the Orks from the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, and they have just found a brand new galaxy to play in. Strange's first reaction is probably confusion. These aren't demons he recognizes, not servants of Dormammu or Mephisto. They're just big, green, and incredibly loud. The lead Ork, a beast easily the size of the Hulk with a massive metal jaw, points a ridiculously oversized claw at Strange. "Oi, you pointy hat git, Desir es a nice place, whiz talkin' IT. This is Warboss Grimgott's Scrapmore, and he's just declared the first WAAAGH on Earth 616. Strange, ever the pragmatist, immediately tries to close the portal. He throws shimmering shields and crimson bands of Sitrak, but the sheer raw psychic energy pouring through is unlike anything he's ever felt. It's a chaotic primal force, the collective belief of trillions of Orks that if they believe something hard enough, it becomes true. Their guns work because they believe they will. Their ramshackle trucks move because they believe they should, and this portal is staying open because it's leading them to a proper scrap. Wang bursts into the room, ready for a demonic incursion. "Strange, what in the name of the Hogoth is that?" he yells over the din. Before Strange can explain his interdimensional typo, an Ork knob barrels through a priceless vase, waving a rusty axe, or chopper. Wang, without missing a beat, conjures a mystical gateway right in front of the charging Ork, sending it tumbling into the Grand Canyon. One down, several billion to go. The initial invasion is focused, of course, on New York. The Orks pour out of the Sanctum Sanctorum, looking at the skyscrapers and yellow cabs not with awe, but with a critical eye for what would make the best custom mega. Their mech boys, the engineers of Ork society, immediately start looting cars, streetlights, and hot dog stands, welding them together into even bigger, louder, and more explode-y contraptions. The psychic feedback loop is immediate. The more they fight, the bigger and stronger they get. The more they believe their tech works, the more devastating it becomes. The Avengers are assembled. Iron Man's scanners are going haywire. "Cap, I'm reading." "Well, I don't know what I'm reading." Their biology is part animal, part fungus, and their technology seems to run on sheer stubborn belief. "It shouldn't even be possible," he says, dodging a volley of bullets from a gun that appears to be made from a stapler, 3 exhaust pipes, and a very angry squirrel. Captain America tries his usual tactic, inspiration and strategy. "Avengers hold the line. We need to contain them, but you can't reason with a WAAAGH." The Orks see the heroes as just the best fight they've had all day. Thor arrives in a crash of thunder, Mjolnir flying. He smashes an Ork truck to bits, and the surrounding Orks don't run in fear. They cheer. "Oi, that's a flash kit if I've ever seen one. Get him, boys." They swarm him, thrilled by the challenge. The Hulk is, for the Orks, a dream come true. A massive, green, angry creature that just wants to smash. They think he's one of them. A warboss might even try to recruit him. "Oh, big green. Use a right propo Ork. Join WAAAGH whiz got fungus." Beer Hulk, of course, just roars and smashes, which in the Ork's eyes, is him enthusiastically accepting the offer. This is the core of the problem Dr. Strange has unleashed. The Orks don't want to conquer Earth for resources or political power. They were literally created for war. It's their culture, their biology, their reason for being. A quiet, peaceful universe is their idea of hell. The Marvel Universe, with its constant cosmic threats, superpowered brawls, and godlike beings, is their version of paradise. They've found their forever home. Strange realizes he can't just fight them. Defeating an Ork in battle just makes a survivor stronger and more eager for the next round. Killing a war boss just means an even bigger, meaner Ork will rise to take his place. And the spores? Oh god, the spores. Every time an orc falls, it releases countless microscopic spores that, if left unchecked, will grow into an entire new orc ecosystem. Within months, New York's sewers wouldn't have rats. They'd have squigs and new grots sprouting from the damp. He needs a different solution. He can't reverse the spell. The psychic energy of the WAAAGH is anchoring the portal. He can't destroy them all. They'll just grow back, stronger than before. He confers with the brightest minds, Reed Richards, Tony Stark, even Dr. Doom, who is furious that someone else is trying to conquer Earth in such a messy and unrefined manner. The solution they come up with is as crazy as the problem itself. They can't get rid of the orcs, so they have to give them what they want, an endless, glorious war. But it can't be on Earth. Using a combination of Stark's technology, Richard's cosmic understanding, and Strange's magic, they plan to open a new, permanent gateway, a cosmic redirect. But where to send them? The negative zone. Annihilus would have a field day, or be completely overwhelmed. The Kree or Skrull empires. That would just destabilize the entire galactic political landscape. Then, Strange has a revelation. He thinks back to the whispers of the universe, to the grim, dark future he accidentally tapped into. There's another faction out there, one that consumes, adapts, and exists only to devour all biomass. The Tyranids. It's the ultimate gambit. The perfect, unstoppable weapon against the perfect, unkillable warrior. It's like pointing a fire hose at a volcano, with the combined might of Earth's heroes holding back the green tide in a desperate last stand in Central Park. Strange begins the new ritual. He locates a splinter of a Tyranid hive fleet, a tendril of the Great Devourer drifting through unpopulated space. With a final, desperate push of power, he tears open a new reality gate right in the path of the WAAAGH. The Orks, who were getting a little bored of smashing buildings, see it. A swirling vortex leading to a sky filled with biomechanical horrors and endless swarms of chittering monsters. The lead war boss's eyes go wide. He grins a terrifying, toothy grin. It's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen. Boys, he bellows, his voice echoing across the planet. That way. That way's the real fight. And just like that, the entire orc horde redirects. They pour through the new portal, not as a retreat, but as an advance towards a greater glory. They crash into the Tyranid fleet with the force of a supernova, a war that will likely rage for eternity, a self-sustaining cosmic medgrinder that will keep both menaces occupied, back on a battered and smoking Earth. Dr. Strange finally collapses, utterly exhausted. He closed the original portal, leaving only the one leading to the Tyranid Orc war zone, a permanent monument to his mistake. The world is saved, but it's a messy, terrifying save. And somewhere, deep in the cosmos, a new perpetual war has begun, all because the Sorcerer Supreme got just a little bit tongue-tied. It just goes to show, even for the master of the mystic arts, it really pays to enunciate. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. It's a wild concept, right? What other cosmic calamities do you think Strange could accidentally cause? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey into multiversal madness, please hit that like button and subscribe for more what ifs. See you next time.